Hey people.
Hey.
What's going on?
What's going on, Facebook family? How you guys? Sorry about that. How you guys doing? What's going on? All right. Welcome to
Rising to the Top with Colin
and Crystal. So glad to see you guys. Thank you for joining us again. We wanted to say hello.
Hello, one more again.
Hope you guys had a good day yesterday. It was July 4th, and everybody had one day. So hope you guys had a good day. I'm sure everybody ate some hot dogs.
Yeah, nice midweek break.
Well, yeah, that is a nice midweek break. But I'm sure everybody ate a lot of hot dogs, a lot of hamburgers, and now you're all stuffed and feeling guilty. And you're probably filled with beef, and you're feeling guilty. Now you got to take a laxative to get it all out.
A little bit graphic.
TMI, right? Okay.
Right.
So previously we told you guys that we have been together for a long time, like many other couples have. When it's not just us, and we made a disclaimer that we are not perfect, and we are not perfect in any way. Like we said before, we think we're a little bit close.
I don't know about that,
But we're not perfect at all. And with that said, we want to add another C word, like from last week, because last week's word was camaraderie. So we want to add another C word this week to our conversation.
Yeah.
But first,
which one?
We decided to talk about 5 things that we wish the other would stop doing that kind of annoys each other. Okay, that's what we're going to do first.
Was it only 5?
It was only 5. We got there's many more, but we're only going to do our top 5. Okay, so we haven't shared with each other what our top 5 is, but we're going to talk about the top 5 things that we do to each other, or we do that annoys the other person. Okay,
just a little, huh?
Just a little. So, can I go first?
Please.
Okay.
By all means, I can't wait to hear this.
Okay, here we go. My number 1 thing that Colin does that annoys me is leaving his pile of clothes on our chair in our bedroom. It drives me bananas. I have to move it all the time, and the pile gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and I get crazy when I see this pile of clothes that I always have to move, and it just makes it's just hanging all over my beautiful chair that I want to see.
You just want to put that out there, huh?
I had to put that out there because it's driving me crazy. So
no comment on that.
So I just had to tell you guys about that. That's my number 1 thing that drives me bananas. You have nothing to say about that?
No comment on that. It happens.
That drives me crazy. Number 2, he puts pots in the refrigerator with this much food in it. Little teeny bits of food, this much food in a pot in the refrigerator because he doesn't want to wash the pot. That drives me crazy. Why are you gonna leave the pot in the refrigerator? A big old pot, mind you, with a little tiny bit of food.
So maybe I could do a better job with that.
Yeah, wash the dishes.
Yeah.
Wash the pot out, man. Come on.
I'll eat all of the food in the pot next time.
Well, put it in the Tupperware. Put it in Tupperware. Oh, but then if he puts it in a Tupperware, he's going to leave the Tupperware in the refrigerator filled with food. And then sometimes he'll eat out of it and leave this much food in the Tupperware. Drives me crazy. Okay. The next thing that drives me crazy. Wash the pot. The next thing that drives me crazy is leaving, when you brush your teeth, you leave these splats of toothpaste on the mirror, and it drives me crazy. Why do you do that? I have to clean the mirror in the bathroom every day. We have 2 sinks, and on his side, when he's finished and he leaves before me in the morning.
Innocent. I'm not cognizant of that. In the mornings when you brush your teeth, I'm half asleep.
Whatever. He sees it. I know he sees it, and I clean it. And that drives me crazy. So that's annoying. I don't know how many of you can relate to that, but the splats on the mirror drive me bananas.
This is a little bit of a bash fest on
It's
Colin.
not. I'm not bashing you. No, I'm not
Oh, okay.
bashing. I'm not bashing at all. Okay, so here's my number 4.
Number 4.
He dilutes the dishwashing soap. So, you buy a bottle of dishwashing soap. I have it on the countertop by the sink. Now, you know dishwashing soap is kind of thick, right? But this one dilutes it with water because he thinks he's saving money. So when I go to pour some dishwashing soap on the sponge to wash the dishes, it pours out all over the place because it's watery. And it drives me crazy. I'm like, why do you do that, man? Man, why do you do that?
What's wrong with a little frugality? You know, I'm stretching a buck.
You're not stretching a buck. How is that stretching a buck?
It works.
It does not work. It doesn't last any longer.
It absolutely does.
It doesn't last any longer.
Instead of you buying a bottle of dish soap next week, you got 2 weeks.
It
you
doesn't-
get value out of that.
It doesn't last any longer
That works.
than it would if you left it alone and just left it nice and the way it was when you bought it. Instead of it being watery and then I pour it out and it splatters all over my clothes. That drives me crazy.
All right, I will take that under advice.
No, you won't. Anyway, here's the next thing that drives me crazy. This is my number 5. Falling asleep 5 minutes into a movie that you said you wanted to watch. Ladies,
that happens.
OMG. It drives me crazy.
That does
He falls
happen.
asleep. He said he wants to watch a movie, and it's usually a bang bang shoot 'em up movie that he wants to watch. Okay? So he watches it, and I'm watching it because he wants to watch it, right? We compromise. That's what we do.
Right.
And then he falls asleep 5 minutes into the movie.
But you're brutal.
I'm
Because-
not.
You are, because when I wake up and I ask you, well, what happened, you never tell me.
He asked me halfway through the movie. He wakes up after he's had his power nap and then asks me what the movie's about. That drives me crazy. Don't ask me nothing. So then he wakes up and he's asking me, what happened? What happened? What's the movie about? And I'm like, seriously, dude? Really? No, I'm not going to explain to you. Then he wants to curse me out because I don't want to explain to him what's going on in the movie. Okay? And don't interrupt me while Power's on either.
Okay, honey.
He falls asleep during Power too. How could you fall asleep
All right,
during
so
Power?
listen.
Wait. No, I have one. I have to give an honorable mention. There's one
You
more.
said 5.
We did say 5,
Yeah.
but I have one more. It's
Okay.
just one more. You ready?
Okay.
Here's my top one.
If I'll ever be ready.
Okay. He doesn't want to turn on the air conditioner.
I do.
It is hot outside. And how many degrees is it in Atlanta?
Well, look.
And it's hot in my house. As hot as it is outside, it's that hot in my house. Now,
I turn it on in the evenings.
no, you don't.
Cool the place down a little bit.
No, you don't. My friends,
Damn,
people
you are
who
just
know
putting me
me,
out there.
people who know me already know that I flash. And I'm not ashamed to say that I flash. That's right. At least once an hour. Okay? So, I am burning up. And the last thing I want to do is be hot. And he doesn't get it. He don't get He don't get it. Oh my God. What is that?
That's my response.
I don't love you anymore. Turn that off.
All right, just kidding. Just kidding.
I'm hot.
But hey, listen.
I want to be cool. So
You wanna
I
be-
expect
you are cool, baby.
I am cool. I expect the house to be cool when I walk in from work. It should be nice and cool, not hot like an oven. So if you flash, ladies, and you know what I'm talking about, then I know you feel for me, right? Tell him to turn the AC on. He thinks by flashing it off and on, he's saving money. But if anybody knows, please tell the electric company to call him and tell him you save money by putting it on a timer.
Well, you know I am going to get that Nest that we've been talking about. So I'm going to get that.
Anyway,
However,
I'm done with my 5. With
However.
my complimentary 1, which made 6.
Exactly.
Next,
Too many.
your turn.
oh, absolutely. So you hit me with 6 right upside the head, but that's compromise. I will do my utmost to alter some of those
We'll see
where
about
best
that.
I can.
We'll see.
So here's my thing, very coincidental as well. So One of my pet peeves is stop moving my stuff. My shorts. Right? You talked about clothing. Guys, maybe TMI, but when I walk into the house, I guess maybe because it's hot, I like to take my clothes off and walk around in basketball shorts. So maybe I'll have 2 or 3 in a certain
5,
position
10, 15.
on a chair, that kind of thing. So, kind of
Too many.
Meet me halfway.
But don't put it on top of my chair. You can move it to the other side of the room, right? Put it somewhere else. We'll find you a little nook.
Just heed.
Okay,
yes?
okay. Your turn. I'll be quiet.
You can heed.
All right, your turn.
You don't have to have that bass in your voice.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm bring it down. Go ahead. Your turn.
Number 2, stop moving the toiletries every day. I wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. I'm looking for the toothpaste. I'm looking for the deodorant. I'm looking for the lotion. It's in a different place every day. That drives me crazy. I call you all kind of names.
Yeah, I kind of do that. I move it. You know why? Because it doesn't belong on top of the counter.
Why? We're the only ones that live here.
It don't have to be seen. So out of sight, out of mind, right?
Okay, honey.
Okay. Next, what's your next
Number
one?
3.
I'll try. Okay.
Stop driving your car with minimal gas. It's not good for your car.
I don't always do that. Are you kidding me? Ladies, gentlemen.
You do it enough. All right? When you have an engine problem, you'll know why.
Right, okay.
Number 4.
No, wait. I have to explain that. The only reason I might drive on a quarter tank of gas is if I'm coming home late by myself, or it's just late and a lot of traffic and I just don't feel like stopping to put gas in the car.
I get that. Okay.
I know it's bad for the car. I get you. I get it.
Okay. Number 4.
Yes.
Why pay $40 for a car wash when you could have paid $10? Riddle me that.
I don't pay $40 for a car wash. That's number 1. I don't do that. I don't think I've ever done that. But what I do is I'll pay $25 to get it, nice and clean and fresh and a little air freshener. I will do
the works.
You know I like my car clean.
She wants the works.
I like my car clean. So how about this? If you wash it for me, then I won't have to pay $25 to get a car wash. How about that?
I haven't washed the car in quite some time, guys.
Well, maybe you might need to start doing that.
Quite some time.
I think so.
Okay, number 5. Number 5. When we go out to eat, Crystal is notorious for being indecisive on her selection.
No, I'm not.
At least 2 or 3 go-arounds with the waiter.
No, I'm not.
And then at the end of it all, what do you order? Lobster.
I'm a lobster chick. Sue me. I'm a lobster chick. Okay. Who likes lobster? Who wouldn't want a lobster tail? A fried lobster tail when you go out, or a whole lobster at that. How about that?
I don't eat lobster. You know that.
He doesn't eat shellfish, so he's just hating. Don't worry. Don't worry about that,
It's
lady.
the indecisiveness,
Talk
but
to
that's
the hand.
you, right? That's your prerogative.
Talk to the hand.
There.
Talk to the hand. Oh, yeah. That's your 5?
That's my 5.
Anything else?
No. Unlike you, I'm not going to pile on a 6th one or a 7th or an 8th. I'm not going to do that.
Whatever. But, okay. So those things drive us crazy about each other. But you know what? I mean, all that is a hot mess, but it leads to our word for today, right? Which is compromise. So we compromise.
A great deal.
A lot.
A great deal.
A lot. So, but what we realize is that you don't have to be in control all the time. You don't have to have your way all the time. And you can discuss what bugs you about each other, which we do.
We do.
And after you discuss it, even if it's a slightly heated discussion, after you discuss it, the one thing that we make sure we do is we kiss.
Oh. That was my cue.
And then we move on.
We move on.
We move on.
And it's all about balance. We just try to balance the relationship.
Right. So we move on. And, and my sister said, and she loves to sample your food. I do.
Ah.
Right. I do like to sample his food when we go out. I'll taste his food. How many people do that?
Gotta do
You
that.
taste food off of his plate. I
Yeah,
do that a
yeah.
lot. So, I mean, you
That's-
want to get a little taste. So maybe you'll
Right.
get that the next time you go
That's
out,
a
right?
little variation
Right.
of a smorgasbord. You have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I like that.
So anyway, guys, so that's what we do. So we just move on after that, after we have a discussion about it, and it drives us crazy, but we move on, and we just, we just keep it rolling, and we just kiss and make up, and making up is the best part, if I
Exactly.
must say so myself.
Oh, yeah.
And so just so you know, we're about to go and do that right now.
Oh, yeah.
We're about to go and make up. So we're gonna say,
Guys, it's been a plum-pleasing pleasure, but we gotta go.
what is that song? Is that Teddy
That's
Pendergrass?
Teddy.
Teddy Pendergrass, folks.
That's vintage Teddy.
It's so good.
Loving somebody when somebody loves you back. Yeah. Guys, take care. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.
And
Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next week on
Rising to the top.
with Colin and Crystal.
Take
Love
care.
you guys. Thanks
Love
for
you.
joining us, guys. See you next week. And do me a favor. Post, like, and share. Post, like, and share. Share our video. Send it to somebody you just want to
Yeah, we'll
put
do
a
that.
smile on. Give them a chance to smile.
We're gonna have a conversation about this compromise stuff a little bit more.
We're going to have a conversation about the dishwashing soap.
Okay.
How about that?
All right.
Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Love
guys.
you.
Take care.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.